Hi there, this is Ed Herzog, and today I want to show you a tool called MailPoet. MailPoet is a WordPress plugin that allows you to create and send emails to your email subscribers from directly within your WordPress dashboard. It's a bit similar to something like MailChimp, but because MailPoet resides directly within your WordPress dashboard, you can do things like automatically send your latest blog post to your email subscribers. It also comes with some very tight Woocommerce integration so that you can send specific emails to people based on how they interact with WooCommerce on your website. Now, MailPoet is not a new tool. It's been around for a while, but here's the great thing. It's currently available on AppSumo for $49 for a lifetime license. With that $49, you get up to 5,000 subscribers per website and unlimited websites. That's 5,000 subscribers per website, not 5,000 spread around an unlimited number of websites. 5,000 subscribers per website, unlimited websites. That's a fantastic deal. And if you need more subscribers, you can buy up to 10 codes and get more subscribers. Now, before I get into my review and demo of MailPoet, I want to address one concern that was raised on the AppSumo deal page. There was one person who was concerned that using MailPoet would use up his WordPress hosting resources. That is not the case. MailPoet either sends emails through their own service, or you can connect it to a third-party service such as Amazon SES or an SMTP. So you don't have to worry about using up your WordPress hosting resources when you use MailPoet. So let me switch over to my dashboard now, and I'm going to take you through a review and a demo of MailPoet. So here I am in my WordPress dashboard, and you see right over here I've already got the MailPoet plugin installed. Now, you can either get this from their website or you can download it from the WordPress plugin repository. And they actually do have a free plan. As I mentioned, the AppSumo deal, you get up to 5,000 subscribers per website. With the free plan, you can get up to 1,000. So, you can even just check it out that way. So right here, we can start by creating an email. So we'll come over here to emails, and we'll go ahead and add a new one. So you've got a few options. You've got a newsletter, you've got a welcome email, you've got latest post notifications, and then you've got WooCommerce. So newsletter would be, if you're going to just send an email out, for whatever reason, not part of an automation sequence. The welcome email would be to set up some sort of an automation sequence when somebody has just joined your email list. Latest post notifications is what I mentioned, where you can automatically email people when you have a new blog post or other new content on your website. And then, as I said, there's some integration with WooCommerce so that you can automatically send people emails based on how they interact with WooCommerce on your website. So let's go ahead here and start and take a look at newsletter. So I can go ahead and create one. And you see they've got a bunch of different templates. Now, I personally prefer plain text emails, and they do have that option down here. Now, it doesn't really matter which one of these you start with, because you do get all the different design blocks in whichever one of these you use. So even if you start with a plain text one, you can transform it into something more complex. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to do the simple text one because that's what I like. Wait for that to load up. So you can put a subject line here. I'll just call this my latest blog post. And then you can also put preview text. This gets displayed underneath the subject line. It's just a kind of a second attention grabber. Check this out. Now, here you've got your email editor. And this, I think, is generally pretty well set up. Again, even though this is plain text, you do have these things you can put in here: text, image, button, divider, spacer, social, posts, automatic latest content, header, and footer. So you've got all those different blocks, and you can do what you want here. You can delete them, you can duplicate them. Here, if you click on that, you get the different settings you can change on them. Here with the text, you've got these things here. You can edit, again, paragraph, bold, italics, etc. Standard kind of email editor in terms of the text. And then you can also just kind of drag and drop these around here. Like I said, you can put that there or put it here, however you want. And each of these, again, has its own settings. You click here on the button. Obviously, you can change colors, fonts, etc. It's a pretty standard, assuming you've used something like ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, MailerLite, etc. It's a pretty standard system here for putting this together. Pretty normal, but it works well. I generally, I played around with this a little bit, and it's easy to use. I like that. So you've got that. Again, you can, if you want to drop an image in there, you can go over there, drop that image in there. And again, then you've got options for how you want to configure this. However you want. I just made that very small, 50 pixels, however you want. No padding, left, right. It's a pretty standard program for setting this up, but it works well. Again, it seems to, from what I'm seeing here in terms of playing with it, it is very easy to use. I've used ActiveCampaign a lot, and as much as I like ActiveCampaign, their email designer can be a bit cumbersome at times. And I think this one here on MailPoet is pretty nice. Here you can set up columns, so you can do 1, 2, 3, 1/2, or 2/1. So you've got different column layouts. Here you've got some styles. So you can set up your fonts for text headings, etc. Text line height, heading line height. You can change your font. They mostly have they've got the standard web safe fonts like Arial, Courier New, Georgia, etc. They do have some Google fonts too, if you prefer that. Lato, Laura, Merriweather, etc. So they do have that, which I haven't seen that in a lot of other programs. So that is, if you want to use those, you can do that, and you can just click on that and see. Boom. See, it changes just like that. So, it's pretty easy to use. You don't have to go through a lot of pain. Again, as much as I love ActiveCampaign for their automation, their email designer can be a bit difficult to use. So I do like how this one works. It's, again, very simple and easy to use. It is easy to set up. And there you've got a spacer. You can just kind of drag and drop. So again, I'm not going to take you through each of those blocks. You can kind of see how that's done. It's a pretty standard thing. Again, assuming you've used any similar program, this should be very easy for you to understand and to use. Here you can set content background and global background. Here you can preview it by either sending yourself a preview or showing it in the browser. So that's basically how you set up an email. So then, you can save it and then go to next. Again, here you can edit things again if you want. You can edit your subject line if you want to change it. You have to pick a list that you send it to, and you can set up different lists depending on how people come onto your email list. They may subscribe for different reasons, and so you can have different lists and send different messages to the various lists. Here you can change the sender name or sender email address. Here you send the reply to. And here you can set up the Google Analytics campaign. Then you can schedule. If you want to schedule it, you can click on that and decide when you want to send it out. And then that is it. So that's basically how you send an email. So again, if you just want to send out an email blast, that's how you do that. And again, you've got different types as I showed you. Take you through some of the other types real quick. So you can also set up a welcome email. So this is normally going to be when somebody subscribes to a certain list, or here it says when a new WordPress user is added to your site. So you've got those two options for when to send a welcome email, and then you can pick from there, and you can have it either sent immediately, hours later, days later, or weeks later. Normally, this is something where somebody opts in. You have a freebie to send out to them, and so you want to send them something immediately. Now, this here is not going to be as complex as something like, say, ActiveCampaign, where you've got a visual builder, and you can take people down different paths based on how they join your list and whether they open emails or don't open them. You can't set up a full kind of automation campaign. Now, what you can do, let me see, I've got this here. You can add additional emails to this, so you aren't limited to just that one email. So here's how to create a drip campaign series. You can put in different delays, and so they're showing here an example, three-part email over 1 week. So part one will be sent as soon as a subscriber confirms his or her subscription. The second will be sent 3 days later, and then the final goes out a week afterwards. So, you can do something very basic in terms of an automation, an onboarding campaign. You won't have access to the sort of complexity that you would in something like an active campaign. So that is kind of one of the drawbacks of MailPoet, is that this, and this blog post here was written, according to what, here it is, September 10th, 2015. So this, in my opinion, is a feature that I really wish they would update, because it is very, very basic. So I would say if, you need to do very detailed automations when people first join your email list and take them through different, series of, emails to trying to get them to buy from you or whatever, MailPoet may not be for you. Because again, you're very limited in terms of the type of automation you can set up when somebody first joins your email list. So what else? Again, come back over here to emails. Here you can do a latest post notification. And then so you select a frequency. You can do once a day, weekly on, monthly every, or immediately. And then, here once a day at a particular hour, weekly, Monday, etc. Then you select next. And again, you'll design your email. And, for example, here we can take a look at this, check out our new blog posts. And, it says here, MailPoet can automatically send your new blog post to your subscribers. Below you'll find 3 recent posts which are displayed automatically thanks to the automatic latest content widget, which can be found on the right sidebar under content. So, you can set up these things, set up default campaigns that get sent out when you release new information, based on as I showed you, there's different time frames how you want to do it. They've got some more information here on right here. Pull this up. So when to use latest post notifications. If you want to save time and send your content out automatically, so that's one way. If you want to send an automatically generated listing of your posts the last day, month, week, or month, or if you want to send a reminder or wrap up of a past month. So for example, you can send an email on the last Friday of every month that includes all the previous month's posts. So that's a pretty nice feature. You don't have to sit down and design this every time. You can create a template, and then based on the parameters that you have set up, you can have this sort of thing sent out automatically to people and not have to kind of sit down and retype it every single time. So that's a nice feature. It's, because it integrates with WordPress, it pulls automatically from WordPress to do that. Because I'm using kind of a blog post on here, so I can't show you that live, but you get a sense by looking at these here, how this works. Check out our new blog. Right there it's showing them, and then it's just giving a preview here, and then it can click over and check out the rest of the post on your website. So so that's that. Then they also have Woocommerce integration, as I mentioned. I won't show you that over there because I don't have Woocommerce set up, but again, here you've got Woocommerce automatic emails. So you can do abandoned shopping cart emails. You can do first purchase, so send an automated email to a customer after they've done their first purchase. You can send emails purchased in this category, so send an automatic email to a customer according to the category they've purchased from. And finally, purchase this product. Send an automated email to a customer according to a product they've purchased. So you've got some options there for, again, depending on how people interact with WooCommerce on your website, to send them automatic emails. Again, you don't have to, it would be a pain to, particularly if you sell a lot of products, to send an email every single time, sit there and hand type an email. You can obviously set this up automatically via MailPoet, so it's a nice feature to have. Here you can create forms. This is a very, very, very basic form creator. I wouldn't personally use this. You can actually, use something like Opt-in Monster, Thrive Leads, the Elementor Pop-Up Builder, Convertful, whatever you normally use to collect emails on your website. Because MailPoet has been around for a while, it should integrate with just about any of those. Most businesses know that MailPoet exists, and they're going to have a direct integration with MailPoet. So you don't, this here is not something I would personally use. It does integrate with Gutenberg blocks if that is of value to you, but in general, I wouldn't use something like this. I would use a much more complex, a pop-up builder or something similar. So they do have that, but not something I would personally use. Here you can see your subscribers. Now, right now, with the AppSumo deal, you do get the premium plan, which, as I understand, will give you some more information about your subscribers. I do have that, but you have to go through an application process because I just bought this to test it out. I haven't been approved. It said it'll take up to 24 hours. So, but you can see here, I didn't, they automatically subscribed me and I didn't confirm yet. So I'm unconfirmed at this point. So you do see here, you can filter by subscribed, unconfirmed, unsubscribed, inactive, bounced. But I believe you get some more information once you do have that premium thing here. And here you can actually click and resend the confirmation email if somebody doesn't confirm. So that's a nice thing. You can just click right there. As I said, you can create different lists based on how people come onto your email list. I know I have at least 3 or 4 different lists on my website. Again, you can't do something complex like you can an ActiveCampaign where you're tagging people and giving them different tags. That doesn't seem to be a feature of this, but you can create different lists. A few of these these were automatically created when I first added MailPoet to my website. But you can keep adding new ones and you just give it a name and a description. We'll call this, one of my things is email list guide, so we'll just call it email list guide and put people who opted, can't spell today, opted into email list guide, and save that. And now I've got a new list. So that's pretty simple to do. Now you can segment your emails and just send to a certain segment of your list. You don't have to send your full list. Again, compared to something like ActiveCampaign, you're not going to get the detailed options you do with that. So again, this is a great plan, but you do have to be aware of the limitations of something like this. It's not a complex email sender like something like ActiveCampaign. It's more basic like something like a MailChimp or a MailerLite. MailerLite, yeah, that's the name. Okay, so here you can create a segment. We'll call this, what do I want to call it? Clicked on latest email. We'll just skip the description. So then you can segment based on email or WordPress user role. So on email, you've got actions such as open, not open, clicked, or not clicked. And then on WordPress user roles, you've got a bunch of user roles here, so you can segment based on that. So you've got some segments you can set up. Again, not as complex as something you'll get in an ActiveCampaign. This is, again, it's more basic, but it is, it does work. Again, as I've mentioned, there are features that I definitely like about this particular program, that I like about MailPoet. Then settings. Here you set up your basic settings, default sender. You can have people subscribe via comments, subscribe in registration forms. You can, set up an unsubscribe page. You can have new subscriber notifications sent to you, etc. Here's something for GDPR compliance. There is, if you want to enable or disable sign-up confirmation. Again, I don't normally myself use a sign-up confirmation, but some people do like to use them, so that is something you can or send out if you want to or not. Here again, you can either use the MailPoet sending service, or you can set up via third-party service if you want to do that. And then they've got some things here for bouncing emails, roles and capabilities, open and click tracking, etc. Now you do also, with the premium version, sorry, losing my voice a little there, needed a little water. Let me look over here. There was, where was it? You do get more stats. Again, I'm not actively using MailPoet at this point because, again, this just came out on AppSumo, and so, it's not like I can show you this to you directly via my own usage of it. Again, it seems like a very solid program and one that I think is definitely worth taking a look at. But you do get more stats if you buy the AppSumo deal, because you will get the premium version of MailPoet, and so detailed stats are part of that. So you'll get things like total subscribers, into which list you sent to, overall open, clicked, and unsubscribe rates, which email addresses used as a from and reply to, and this is for each newsletter sent, preview and browser button, date and time the newsletter is sent, Google Analytics campaign, etc. So you can take a look here on their website about the detailed stats that you'll get if you buy the AppSumo plan. What else do I want to show you? They've got a roadmap here. It's a little, actually it's over here. It's a little basic. Again, they may add some things here once they get some comments on the AppSumo deal. What they've got planned is render video thumbnail in the newsletter, stats per subscriber, and new types of forms. Those are planned. In progress are more form design options and display forms below all pages and posts. Again, I personally wouldn't use their form designer. I mean, we'll see what they come out with, but there's just so much more that I can do with the with the Elementor pop-up builder, or with Opt-in Monster, or Convertful, etc. So that MailChimp has these sort of things too. I've never used their forms. I just don't find much value in them. ActiveCampaign has them. I don't find much value in them. I use things like Opt-in Monster, Thrive Leads, Elementor pop-up builder, etc. Those are the sort of programs I would suggest for creating forms. So let's take a look here at the deal that AppSumo is offering. I've given you a little bit of information about it already. It's $49, one-time purchase, 5,000 subscribers per website, unlimited websites, unlimited emails, unlimited lists and segments, all the different templates, latest post notification, welcome series, WooCommerce triggers, etc. Advanced analytics track opens, clicks, and more. Auto clean list based on engagement. No branding. So that's for $49. That's an amazing deal. Again, it doesn't have everything that some of the more complex systems does, but I've used ActiveCampaign, and as much as I love ActiveCampaign, sometimes for me I feel like what's the thing about using an elephant gun to kill a mosquito, right? I have all these advanced features and I rarely use them on ActiveCampaign. So, I think sometimes people have, they love having more and more features, but they don't actually, a lot of us don't even use those features. So, this is, it's an amazing deal. 5,000 subscribers, unlimited websites, so 5,000 subscribers per website, unlimited emails for $49 for a one-time purchase. And you'll basically add 5,000 subscribers for each additional code you buy. So if you buy 2, you get 10,000 per website. 3 gets you 15,000 per website. And let's see, if we go up here, I believe you can go up to 10. With 10, you will get 50,000 subscribers per website. So I don't believe anything else changes. It's just the number of subscribers increases by 5,000 per code that you buy. Again, it's a really amazing deal, a great value. So that is it. That is what MailPoet can do. That's my review, my demo of MailPoet. If you have questions or comments, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always willing to try and answer whatever questions people might have. I will put my affiliate link in the description below. If you found value in my review of MailPoet, I always appreciate it when people buy via my affiliate link. That does give me a little money. It allows me to continue to make 100% free content. Finally, subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot more videos coming out throughout 2020, videos to help you build and grow your online business. So that's it. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.